It almost sounds like that's common sense. But if I'm not in the financial industry, it's like somebody talking to you about how to transact a car deal. If you're not in the car business, you don't understand that.
Right.
Well, if I'm not in the financial world and I'm only investing or putting my money in, I don't understand it. All I do is I leave the bank and I know that I just put my $200,000 in a CD that's earning 1.3%.
And it's safe. And you've got some government guarantees behind it. Okay, so you feel good about what you've just done.
But I'm not making any money.
You're losing money.
Okay.
Now, I want to share a concept very quickly because it can be detailed. And if you got questions, call me later, call us on the show. We'll re-answer this question because I'll give a couple stories today that you're going to say, what did he just say? It's okay to call me after the show and ask me, okay?
Absolutely.
Now, here's the first one.
Okay.
It's called the Rule of 72s.
Oh, I know about that one.
You know have you talked about that on the show before?
No, I haven't talked about that, please.
All right. So let's talk about the Rule of 72s
Put it out
real
there.
quick, okay? The Rule of 72s is very simple. The Rule of 72s tells you how long it's going to take to double your money.
Right.
Well, you divide the interest rate into 72 and it'll tell you how long it's going to take to double your money. So, if you're earning, okay,
right,
6% interest, okay, divided into 72, all right, what is it? That's 12. It's going to take 12 years to double your money.
Okay.
Right? Or, am I doing the math right? This is in my head.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
All right. Now, so if it's 70, if the rule of 72s, if you're earning 1% interest, how long will it take to double your money? 1 into 72 is 72. It's going to take you 72 years to double your money at 1% interest. Okay, so think about now. Again, nothing against the banker because that's what they know. That's what they're trained to do. Is they're trained to put you in CDs because that's what the bank tells them to do.
Well, you won't talk about the banks, but I will. Jeez. Hey, listen, give us a call. Give us a call here at the studio, 1-866-826-1340. Or if you're here locally, give us a call, 727-441-3000. And, of course, you can see us live streaming video at www.tantalk1340.com, tantalk1340.com. I have in the studio with me today Mr. Tim Porter, and he's talking some very good knowledge just on something as basic and simple as certificates of deposits. That's crazy. You're talking about I'm losing money on my money that's sitting in your bank. Yes, it's safe. I'll have my principal that I put in.
Well, it's safe up until the point where FDIC will insure it. And I know there's a lot of people that have more money than what the FDIC will insure anyway.
Yeah.
And that keeps going back and forth between 100 and 100,000 or 250,000 depending on what Congress decides this week. Okay?
Right.
So if you got more than that, it's not safe.
Okay, and I've heard of people going in, and this is how aggressive people want to put their money aside. They'll go in and they'll open up a couple of accounts,
right,
and put $250 into each one of those accounts. And you think that that's safe and you're earning your money. Yeah, it's safe, but you're not earning any money.
You're still losing money with inflation.
Now, what is the bank doing with all that money?
Well, the bank is turning around and probably loaning it out for somebody's mortgage at probably anywhere between 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10%, or to a car loan or something like that for or so loaning it someplace else at a substantially higher interest rate.
Right.
Which is fine. That's what banks are designed to do. That's how they make money. But we're talking about you. Let me make something perfectly clear. Here's my philosophy in a nutshell.
Okay.
And this is why this is important.
Okay.
Regardless of what's going on in the economy today,
right,
regardless of what's going on in the economy of the United States or the economy of the world, it doesn't make any difference. You are responsible for your own economy. You are responsible for yourself. Not the bank, not the government. You are responsible to make your own decisions with your own money.
But Tim, I'm looking at the stock markets. And I think yesterday, did it have a rally yesterday? I think it closed up a little higher, but Thursday it was down like 400 and something points.
Actually closed down yesterday too. Yesterday, the last 2 days were two of the most volatile days of the week. Yesterday it was actually down over 500 points at one point in time.
Yesterday,
and it closed down about 170. Friday it closed down 400 and change. What's interesting is if you go back to the week before, okay,
right.
If you go back to the week before that, let's talk about that roller coaster. If you remember, they did the debt ceiling deal over the week.
debt ceiling on a Tuesday.
Right. The Dow was unchanged.
Right.
But then the Dow dropped 500 points before the weekend.
Absolutely.
Then S&P did the downgrade over the weekend.
Right.
The next Monday morning, the Dow dropped down the Dow dropped 600. All right. The Fed pledged to keep rates low, which is a whole other show.
Okay.
Why it's bad that they're keeping rates low, but the bottom line is that markets were up 400. Well, then the dollar crashed. Okay, and when the dollar crashed, again, a whole other show.
Yeah,
is that the Dow was then down 500, then it was up 400, but it was up 125, but it still ended the week down 175.
Okay, I want you to answer something for me.
I will do my best.
Talk to everybody. What the heck does dollar crashing mean?
Well, first of all, if you ever find a financial guy that knows everything, show him the door. Because none of us know everything. And I will be the first to admit that about me. Okay?
Gotcha.
But in simple terms, what the dollar crashing means is the dollar loses value in comparison to other currencies and to gold around the world. As the dollar loses value, that's why gold's going higher. It's not because gold is worth more, it's because the dollar is worth less.
Listen, we're going to broach that subject even further after the break. If you're listening in, give us a call, 866-826-1340, or locally, 727-441-3000. And we have our special guest here, Tim Porter. We're going to be talking more about it after the break. Hey, this is S.C. Day, your host of the Legally Still Show. The other day, I stopped into one of the branches of Grow Financial Federal Credit Union, and they're doing something awesome. They have a big promotion where they're going to be giving away my best-selling book, The Negotiating Experience, Your Car Deal Your Way, to anyone who has opened an account with Grow. If you listen to me, you know that I'm an advocate for credit unions, so make sure you call them, get you a copy of the book. Give me a call at the station here at the Tan Talk Network, and I'll make sure I get it autographed for you. Only on the Legally Still Show, where we're bringing you issues that matter most to your wallet, and with Grow Financial.
Your all-star loan lineup from Grow Financial. Leading off, vehicle loans. Batting second, Grow Visa credit cards. Third, Grow student loans. And batting cleanup, the big guy, home loans. Holy cow! It's a grand slam from Grow Financial. Just look at those low rates. Apply today at growfinancial.org. Grow Financial Federal Credit Union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration and an equal housing lender.
CNN Radio, I'm Stan Case. Libyan rebels have scored a major victory by taking the city of Zawiya, just 30 miles west of the capital, Tripoli. CNN's Sarah Seidner reports the rebels have NATO airstrikes to thank for much of their success.
You might have some business stuff on Fox News up there. I got that on Fox News. That clearly seems like it came from the sky. I got to run a couple of these Dale Coins things. It's only 90 seconds. They probably wouldn't have been able to make the gains they had without the help of NATO, and they certainly got that last night.
One rebel fighter expects to push into Tripoli within a week.
Actually,
a senior administration official says President Obama and his advisors are working on a new jobs plan to be unveiled after Labor Day. The president's vacationing on Martha's Vineyard. Tropical storm Harvey has made landfall on the coast of Belize. The storm is expected to continue inland and move into Guatemala. And forecasters say Harvey's likely to dump 3 to 6 inches of rain across Central America, like in places like Belize.
This Saturday, it's the grand opening of Dale's Coins 2, 1404 Seminole Boulevard in Largo. Tan Talk Radio will broadcast live from 12 to 1 with prizes, food, and Bloody Marys. That's the grand opening of Dale's Coins 2, 1404 Seminole Boulevard in Largo. Be there at noon for the live broadcast on AM 1340 and 1350. That's the grand opening of Dale's Coins 2, 1404 Seminole Boulevard in Largo. Be there at noon for the live broadcast on AM 1340 and 1350.
They were there today at noon, and they stay open until 5 o'clock today. Until 5 o'clock this afternoon today. You're listening to the Legally Steel Show. If you'd like to call the program, dial 1-866-826-1340 or 727-441-3000. Once again, here's S.E. Day.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you. And if you're tuning in now, just picking us up, we have Mr. Tim Porter in the studio. He's a registered financial consultant, and he has a lot of information. Now, before we went to the break, he was talking about what it actually meant when the dollar crashed. And listen, of course, you can always, anybody that we have on our show, especially like today, if you go to our website, legallysteal.com, you can see Tim's photo there, and you can click on his photo, and it has a link to his website, or you can just go directly to his website. It's TampaBayMoney.com.